Rated E for everyone.
Hello everyone, I'm FARMERSIM, and this is what we've all been waiting for.
All around the world, farmers know farming is an art. Like life, we know it can be hard. And it can be surprising, too. But sometimes it's about being at the right place at the right time. A wise man once said that the best lessons are learned under the wide open sky. I think the same thing can be said about our art. Yeah, it can be messy, but it's always beautiful. So beautiful it can help you see yourself and the world in all new ways. In the art of farming, the soil is the canvas, the seeds are the paint, and the harvest is the masterpiece.
Hey, this is pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty darn good. Is it missing something? You're too cute to eat. Maybe some fresh spinach for a change?
Yeah, it's pretty darn good. Started to get a bit worried for that poor little chicken towards the end of that trailer then, but there it is, ladies and gentlemen, our first teaser, first taster of Farming Simulator 25. How very exciting. I've been looking forward to this for a very long time, I'm sure we all have. So there it is, yep, the primary focus, I think, of the first cinematic trailer there, as you've seen, was primarily at the expansion into East Asia and the harvesting of rice. So we saw there the rice paddies, rice fields, a little bit of new machinery. I think it's Isiki branded. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. So we're going to be looking at some new machinery there. We also saw the character riding around on the dirt bike. Now I'm assuming that is one of the only ways of travelling around in between the fields, so that you can keep an eye on and check up on your rice fields, because obviously the very narrow bits of earth that you have between those rice fields, you can't drive big machinery and tractors and cars and trucks on that, can you? So a dirt bike like that seemed the right thing to do. So obviously we're going to, I think I saw it was in a Aprilia branded. So yeah, we're going to have something like that in the game, definitely. We saw the Case 715, the quad track. Now we have, we've been blessed with that in the last few weeks, couple of months. That was made by Custom Modding and Carl Farms, but it looks like that could be a base game thing, so excited for that. There is looks like we have the introduction of at least one new animal anyway, confirmed in this trailer, some buffalo, so that's excellent. We saw some irrigation systems. We saw the character turning on a generator and pumping water into the rice fields, so that looks like it's going to be something that we're going to be able to get our hands on, which is again a nice bit of a change. Now they did also say at the very end of that cinematic, the character, the man, he mentioned spinach, so that's going to be something new as well. Very excited for that. Now I have no idea how you harvest spinach. I did just Google it, had a very quick look at it, and harvesting spinach on a large scale seemed to involve some tow behind machinery. It was like a tracked machine that you tow behind a tractor, and it seemed like you, as a character, you stand on it. Or the video I saw anyway had a couple of people stood on it, and it kind of picks it up out the ground. So that could be something that we'd be looking forward to in the near future, potentially in another cinematic trailer, perhaps. This is all just guesswork. I'm speculating here. I have no idea. But one thing we did see, and it was one of the first things that really stood out to me in that trailer, was the lightning and then the really heavy rain. It looks like we're going to be having some kind of inclement weather, which may hopefully have a dramatic effect on our farming, which has been something that I know I've read a lot of in comments of videos. I've heard from people, comments and suggestions, and people's wish list, I suppose, for FARMERSIM 25 is inclement weather that stops you in your tracks and makes you change direction and have to stop what you're doing. That could be really exciting. I'm very much looking forward to that. So, reading from a bit of the information that we received as Giants partners yesterday in an email in some PDF formats, I'll read a few words out to you so you can read what we got. Virtual farmers manage their agriculture empires in a new, lush East Asian landscape filled with rice paddies, a North American environment with plenty of open space, or a Central European location with green fields between ponds and rivers. Building their legacy single-handedly or cooperatively in multiplayer, they can now grow 2 types of rice, spinach and other new crops, choosing from well over 20 overall. Buffaloes and other animals join the livestock pens, while new production chains and constructions extend business opportunities. More features and details will be revealed soon. Machine enthusiasts enjoy an ensemble of over 400 authentic vehicles, tools and items from more than 150 international top brands. Among them, Case IH, Klaas, Fendt, John Deere, Kubota, Massey Ferguson, New Holland, Valtra and many others. With Asian farming, new types of specialised machines get introduced. All farmers feel a deeper connection to fields and nature thanks to a general tech upgrade with improved graphics and physics based on the latest and modding-friendly Giants Engine 10. Distance fog, enhanced shadows, dynamic weather effects, ground deformation and more boost the immersion of a romantic farming life. So there we are. Some very important facts at the end there. Farming Simulator 22, I believe I'm correct in saying, runs on Giants Engine 9. This new Farming Simulator 25 will run on Giants Engine 10, so they have been working very hard in the background to upgrade their engine. As I just said in that little bit of blurb there, distance fog, enhanced shadows, dynamic weather effects and ground deformation. The dynamic weather effects and ground deformation are 2 things that I have heard and read a lot of as people's wants for FARMERSIM 25, so that I think there could be quite a lot of very happy people, myself included. So it's going to be extremely interesting once we get our hands on this now. November the 12th, that is the release date for FARMERSIM 25. Very exciting. So what we're on at the minute, it's the 24th of June, so we've got a few months ahead of us. Obviously it's the 24th of June as I'm recording this, forgive me, this video don't come out till will be the 25th. But yeah, so we've got a few months ahead of us to wait, so patience is a virtue. I'm sure we're going to get treated along the way to... Obviously there may well be some more information coming along at the end of after FarmCon and during FarmCon. That's up on the 6th and 7th of July, I believe. And obviously going forward into the months, we may well have a nice bit of information there. Every few weeks, every so often, we might get a new cinematic trailer, a little bit of a snippet, a little bit of a teaser, you never know. So very interesting, but much like the start of FARMERSIM 22, where they gave us 3 base game maps. Obviously in 22 we had Elm Creek, which was the American map. We had Haute-Bayleron, which I believe was French, and we had Erlengrat, which was the, I can't think, it was like the European Swiss map, wasn't it? Set in the foothills of the Swiss mountains. In FARMERSIM 25, there are no names confirmed, obviously, for these 3 maps, but much the same structure, 3 base game maps. We have the East Asian map, we're going to have a North American map, and a Central European map. So, very excited there, looking forward to all of this stuff. Right, so let's take a look at a few of the images that were released with the press pack yesterday. First and foremost, the one I have lined up is the details of the Year 1 Season Pass. Now, I'm not going to speculate too much as to what they all exactly mean. There's a couple of them that are a bit cryptic. Obviously, in the first quarter of 2025, we have the first, it's called Innovative Machinery. I'm just taking a wild guess here that could potentially be something to do with the 2 new crops, or two of the new crops that are being added into the game, the two different types of rice and the spinach. That could potentially be what that has involvement with. Second one, in the second quarter of 2025, performance on plains and prairies. Now, obviously, plains and prairies, that's almost definitely going to be to do with North American farming. Quite excited about that. I can't obviously speculate on exactly what that's going to include. I don't think any of us can. And we have in the third quarter of 2025, the stars align. So that's quite cryptic and interesting, isn't it? Looking forward to a few more details on that. And then fourth quarter of 2025, we have an expansion, dive into a new map. So we all love a new map, don't we? Giants, their maps are always of supreme quality. So I'm very much looking forward to that. That looks definitely, I mean, I'm going to hazard a guess and say that could potentially be Irish, possibly. It's definitely European, but it could potentially be UK stroke Northern Ireland area, couldn't it? It looks very scenic, very quaint, so looking forward to that as well. So the next image we have that we were provided with is an image of a case harvester. Now this is the AFS 11 harvester. I don't think we've seen any of this yet in FARMERSIM 22. So that's a potential new shiny bit of equipment that we're going to be treated to. So looking forward to that, absolutely. The next one is we have a Fendt 728 Vario pulling along behind it. I'm trying to figure it now. That's obviously some kind of direct drill. Missouri? Am I pronouncing that correctly? I think I can see that. M-I-Z-U-R-I, possibly. Not a brand that I'm familiar with as of yet, but again, it's nice to have new brands and new equipment in the game, so that's potentially something we've got to look forward to. So that's excellent. In the next one, we have the Claas Xerion 12.650. Now, this is a beauty. I know we've had a variant of the Xerion series. I think is it the 4000, 5000 series, the wheeled version that we've had in FS22. I know I've seen a few images of these tracked Claas Xerions over the last few months. Very nice looking piece of equipment. So yeah, looking forward to having that. We also have I suppose a bit of a sneak preview of a couple of the new characters that we're going to have in the game. So that's excellent. Next one, we have the MacDon M1240. Now, a few of us, there's been a few mods of these in FS22, hasn't there? The swather packs. Now, these are handy little bits of equipment and another differing way of harvesting your fields, cutting your grass, harvesting your crops, swathing them up. So yeah, it looks like we have those in the base game stuff too. Again, another image of one of the new characters we've got. I think he's wearing the same shirt as the other one, isn't he? And the next image we have is a image of the collector's edition and what comes with it. Now, this is quite interesting. I'm hoping I'm going to try and get my hands on this if I can afford it. So obviously there we have the collector's box, the box that everything comes in. We have the PC game that comes with the MacDon pack. Hard copy. We also have, going round from left to right along the top here, we have the 16-bit retro edition and a soundtrack CD by Chris Hulsbeck. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Please forgive me if I'm not. Yeah, quite interested in that. A 16-bit retro edition like Mega Drive, Sega Mega Drive spec. So that looks pretty cool. And a soundtrack CD. I do love a good bit of music, so if I get my hands on this collector's edition, looking forward to that. Now we have a disc here, modding tutorials version 6.0. Now modding is something I have absolutely no idea how to do. I'd very much like to learn. It is a very skilled process. It clearly is. We're very fortunate as farming simulator players to have some of the most wonderful modders in our community. The time and effort that they put into these mods for us is incredible. So I think it's wise of me to even just to learn a little bit about it, just to understand fully what goes into creating the mods for this game. Just to get an understanding, I think it would be a very good thing to do. Underneath that, we have in the pack we have 32 branded stickers. It looks like, from what I can see here. Now, the image I'm looking at is quite small, but I can see it looks like I can see a case in the top left. I think that's Fendt. We've got John Deere. We've got Manitou. We've got Massey Ferguson. I'm assuming that's Claas. I can't quite tell what that one is there, but nonetheless we have a pack of stickers. We all love a good pack of stickers, don't we? We've got a Farming Simulator keychain with the Farming Simulator logo and the Giants logo. We have 3 A2 posters. The top one I can again, from what I can see here, it looks to be it looks to be a crop calendar. So that's pretty cool. Now we have, in the bottom right, we have the New Holland CR11 Gold Edition. Part of me was hoping that this was an actual die-cast model, but I think it's actually I think it's obviously, it's an in-game thing, isn't it? A machine for us to use in-game. I think. I'm not 100% on that, but yeah, I think it is something for us in-game. Do like a die-cast model, though. And we also have the USB ignition lock. Now, this responds to in-game vehicles, so it's a very unique and pretty cool way of turning your vehicles on and on with an actual key. I suppose it's kind of gimmicky, but it's pretty cool nonetheless, isn't it? To be able to turn your tractor on with a key on your desk, that's pretty cool. So yeah, these are a collection of the images that we have been provided with the press pack that was released yesterday. So it's very interesting looking. There's some incredible information, incredible stuff that we've got to look forward to. We really have. So, FARMERSIM 25, ladies and gentlemen, it's coming. November the 12th. Set that date in your diaries. I'm sure we all will. Looking forward to it very much so. So, I think for this, that's not even an introduction video, it's just a bit of a teaser video, isn't it? Just to show you all what we've got to look forward to, what's been released. And now, Giants are doing a live stream tomorrow, which technically is today when this video is released a couple of hours ago. I think it's at 1 PM UK time, I believe. So there may well be a plethora of information that we all now know onwards from this video and what was released in the press pack. So I hope to see you all there in the live stream. I'm sure we'll be chatting there with the guys and learning a bit more information about what is coming in Farming Simulator 25. Wonderful. Can't wait. But obviously, patience is a virtue. We've got a few months ahead of us. So I'm sure there will be a handful of hopefully over the coming weeks and months, there'll be maybe another couple of cinematic trailers teasing us with a few more bits and bobs. You never know. You never know. So, and also, if any of you are looking to make a purchase for Farming Simulator 25, I have my Giants partner promo code, FARMERSIM. Be very grateful for your all support. It goes to supporting everything goes to supporting the YouTube channel and my journey in my YouTube career so far. So, like I say, if any of you are in the market for making a purchase, if you fancy using a promo code and you like the idea of helping me out, I would be hugely appreciative. So there we are, ladies and gentlemen, what we know so far of Farming Simulator 25. Thank you very much for watching the video, and thanks for your time watching. I really hope you've enjoyed it. Please give the video a like. It does wonders for the channel, helps the YouTube algorithm do its thing. So yeah, onwards and upwards. Let's look forward to learning more about Farming Simulator 25. Cheers, everyone. See you in the next one.